asked for your song. Look, you earned one. You made the wrong turn, and now it's your turn, hun. Bridges burn, but baby, believe I didn't burn them. Now it's just a dust.
We are here today. Tobi Lou dropped the album probably like 3 months ago called Tobi Lou on Ice, and I've just been like hopping on his music, yo. I've heard of it, a little of him like last year before, especially considering I went to a show. I was going there for Kyle, but him and Mark E. Bassi performed before Kyle, so I saw him there. His music was pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie, but it was people there for him, hyping him up. Then I didn't really grow an attachment to him, but I knew of him and I heard some of his music then and even before, because I think I heard Buff Baby before. I don't know, as of late I've been playing a lot of his music, especially on repeat. My jams are like Game Over. He got that sample before me. I already was planning to use that sample, that Mario sample, but he got it before me. I don't know, man, like I feel like I could relate to him so much. But before I even go into that, like I told you, I really discovered him at Kyle's show. I met Kyle just a couple of weeks back. Screenshot right here. I met him just a couple of weeks back, and he even DM'd me saying like, yo, glad he met me. It's really dope, dude. Like Tobi Lou, I know I met this guy who went to the south suburbs at an early age, just like me. He went to high school out here. All of our high schools are in the same district, so mine wasn't like not even much far away from his. He had people like Rocky Fresh go to his high school. He had Juice WRLD go to his high school. Juice WRLD lived in my town. I'm pretty sure I met Juice WRLD too. It's like, it's crazy. All these things are at arm's reach, you know. For you guys who actually really do fuck with me on music, this will be a thing, and it's really going to happen. He makes some great music. Him and his team, a couple other producers he might work with, they make some great music. Have some real fun ideas with music, and I've been like really fucking with the vibe. Like I said, I could relate to this guy so much. In his 20s, from South Side Chicago to South Suburbs, and having the feeling of having to leave your cities and make it big somewhere else. I relate to this guy so much. It's crazy. Not to even mention that I met him. So that was a long intro, but yo, we're gonna hop right into this thing. So Tobi Lou, Live on Ice, track 1, 100 Degrees. Let's go.
I'm on 100 degrees. I don't know if it's really me talking or it's just a ventriloquist. I need a pet hippopotamus. I want my drink to be bottomless. Bitches young saying I'm all the way bent. Dear big said I'm all the way. I'm all the way. I'm all the way. I'm all the way. I'm all the way.
I've heard Waterboy, but I like Waterboy.
Did some working in the morning. Now I'm on the midnight shift. I wanna drip like this. I wanna drip like a cloud. I had to sit the hell down. Ain't no assembly required. It's my original style. So I did it. That on my baby. I'm going green, but I could go greener. I'm wetter than Aqua, I look like my mama. I'm a bad bitch, you I am your father. Drippin' like water. Drippin' like water. Cause I'm working in the morning. I'm on the midnight shift. Yeah, I wanna drip like this. I wanna drip like this.
If you're a Tobi fan and you never listened to the album, you probably still heard Waterboy, because that was a single he already had released in a music video as well. Waterboy, I love that track. I didn't think it was going to be the second up track, but it's definite. He's literally going from like saying he's fire to saying he's water. Like, what is he, the Avatar? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I heard this one too, but let's go.
Got some money from the bank, put a 20 in the tank. Best friend give me 5, just a PayPal. I'm a count, but it didn't show him missing on me. Ain't seen from the vibe. He chicken up. I was sad last night. I'm okay now.
I'm okay now. I'm okay now. I think the sequencing so far has been like pretty legit. It's going from like he's telling how he's so up and down. Like he's 100 degrees. Next thing he's Waterboy. You know what I mean? He's fire. Next thing he's Waterboy. And then you get to I was sad last night. I'm okay now. It's literally the same thing, but in the song he's telling you how he's this, how he went from this to that. And I think my idea of it so far has been pretty spot on about him going through the motions. You know what I mean? Like expressing how life is a roller coaster.
Fingers when I see.
I contact you when it's safe. But what did you wanna say? Like either way. That's why I call audible. My insides are royal blue.
Giving me anxiety.
I book a flight far away. Tobi Lou lost his space. I got two on the way. I contact you when it's safe. Cause you think you make out a rule. That's why I call audible. I can't
See, it's so spacey. It gives you a really good feeling. It's one of those you could just like chill to. And I think he always goes for these spaced out sounds. Not always, but some, you know, when he does it, it's really done well. So I like that song, and I like the idea behind it. Sometimes I ignore you too, because that's a real thing. It's real shit. Tobi Lou in space, you know, like you're not worried about anything else, even if you have something going on. It could be with a lady, you know, that you have something going on with, and sometimes you're just, I'm doing my thing. Yes, sometimes I ignore you too, but you see I'm doing my thing.
Don't actresses. I think I'm so shy. Bring me out for your mattress. I still worry about the wrongest things, but never worry about the.
I hear straight Kanye influence in this. It's a lot of it. You know, even how he's even saying things with the emphasis.
You got me right. This ain't in my body. Loving me is optional, you don't gotta. I be fine on my own, I'm a monster. How's that one part called like, ooh, you killing me softly. Now I'm in the club singing off key. Shoot that thing like Bobby. Shoot that, ooh, you killing me softly. Now I'm in the club singing off key. Shoot that thing like Bobby. This ain't in my body.
It's not his party, but you know, he's got all this going on, and like he's trying to still enjoy it as if it was his party. He's gonna kick back if he wants to. He's gonna smoke some marijuana. You know what I mean? He's gonna show up in his pajamas. You know, I feel like he's stating that even though it's not his party, it's still gonna be his party.
I'ma be alright. I'ma be alright like Kenny. You can still run hit Benny. Trap my. Like you a different person. Try to be creative, flip it and reverse it. Tell her put her name on it, do that. Was bad before, but now I'm worse. Hey, you cannot make believe, you cannot make me free. I say, can you see? I'm a. Phone, sweetie. Delete my number, baby.
They love me cause they don't know how to deal. Well, I don't give a fuck, that's exactly how the my way. Cause lately you've been running through my mind, baby. That reminds me, delete my shit. Delete my number, baby.
I like that. It's one of my favorites so far. It's definitely one of my favorites so far. I feel like he throws a lot at you in that song. He throws a lot at you, different sounds and vibes. I feel like it's definitely one of the best tracks on the album so far. We're gonna move on to Berlin West Side, and I'll admit I've heard this one and I like this a lot. So, but we still gonna react to it because I like to just try to get the connection of a whole album. Even if I heard the song already, I want to hear it within the list of songs anyway. So
I wanna fall deeper in love, deeper than y'all. How do you feel? Are you the mind from my spots? Putting bitches on skates, hoping you live on ice. Keep my mind just right. Rolling cold on my wrist. I had to fuck up a check. I said that bitch to the left. Deeper than y'all. How do you feel? Are you involved? Just keep it real. You don't have to call, 'cause I wanna feel. Oh my, west side. Let me say it one time. Let me say it one time. She's a bad. Oh my, west side. Let me say it one time.
I love that live orchestra vibe on it.
That is definitely odds are that's my favorite track. I've already heard that track, but that's my favorite track on the whole album. Odds are.
Name on me. I got the red eye, we can fade on me. I start taking pills though. I just leave my seat. I got a pile of drugs, and I need to kill the pain. But I don't do drugs no more. Cause that fade on it. We could fade on it. We could fade on it. Either way. I got a window seat with your name on it. I got the red eye, we could fade on it. We could fade on it. We could fade away. The window seat with your name on it. I got the red eye, we could fade on it. We could fade. I'm just waiting on you.
Definitely a great follow up to Berlin West Side, Cheap Vacations. That was a great track. I feel like that's definitely one of my favorites now. It's not better than Berlin West Side, but it's a good track. It's a good feel good track right after Berlin West Side.
But I like it up here so much I might settle down. If you don't let me down. Say you pull up and I'm weak. It's been a very long time since you seen me. Don't know why won't you got the Nancy. I'm stuck in a loop. Still stuck in the loop. Half of me is gone. I probably shouldn't go, but you know how it goes. Well, you feeling right, but you dead wrong. Cause you've been alone, and it's been so long. She kinda.
This song is so real. It's really real. I mean, favorite substitute, you kind of get what he means. Your favorite substitute, she's got a guy, but he's talking about he's in love with this girl, even though she has a guy, and he wants to be her favorite substitute. Like, I get it. I like it, though. I like it.
When you ain't doing the drugs, you know it ain't that much to do. You said I'm bored, baby, I'm bored. It up for you. When you ain't doing the most, you know it ain't that much to do. You said the world, it could be.
Baby, I got more dreams. Nothing that I can't do. Nothing I can't handle.
Well, obviously the theme, okay, it's called Live on Ice. So when you think Live on Ice, you think a lot of Disney, right? He's going for these live orchestra vibes, and they're coming out really well, especially in transition and then toward the end of these songs. He's doing it really well, and you can literally imagine some Live on Ice type of shit. Favorite substitute, another great song because I feel like it's very relatable for people. It's kind of crazy because I mean that's how savage this world is. You know, you could be in a relationship, but then at the same time, I mean somebody could be, but then at the same time, it's somebody wanting that person that's in the relationship. You want to be their favorite substitute. So it's like, I get it. I like the song. And we're gonna move on to track 15. There's a lot of tracks on this album, so I'm enjoying it, but I do want to get through it at the same time. So let's go.
Looking out the rail on my mom. I was good in class like my mom, but I still whip your ass like my mom.
I like that ending a lot. The first, I can't say I was really messing with it, but I love the ending. I love that transition. And that's, what would you call it? That pure imagination rendition. It was really, I love it. I love that. I like these transitions he has at the end of his songs, that's for sure.
312, that's my acronym. I eat with my hands like an African. Wait, do you need a spoon, little bitch?
For those who don't get the 312, that's my acronym. 312 is an area code in Illinois. That is the end of the Live on Ice album. 21 tracks. I'm not gonna lie, it started to become a drag. Some of the songs toward the end were like just couldn't keep me, you know what I mean? Couldn't keep me engaged. I think for the most part I enjoyed the album. For Tobi Lu's first album, I enjoyed his first album. And there are definitely some tracks on there that I definitely value and feel are relatable, are fun to listen to, are bangers. Berlin West Side is a definite win. And I mean, obviously other songs on there. I do feel like if he was gonna make an album, I do wish some of his like other songs was on this album. I feel like Game Over could have been, that's probably years ago, but Game Over could have been a great touch on this album. I feel like Text Me would have been perfect. I was, thinking to myself like, delete my number or whatever, then having Text Me follow after that. Like I feel like those songs would have been great on this album. But outside of that, I do think this was a good album. Now, if you're gonna ask me if I can listen through it in one stream again, I can't say yes to that because it's such a drag, man. Like going towards past probably 14, it starts to become a drag, man. But I liked it. I loved the idea behind it. The idea of that Live on Ice, that orchestra at the end of some of the tracks. I really mess with it. It fit the theme pretty well, and it's nothing that's been done before. Not that I've within a hip hop album, no, nothing like that. So I think it was a great theme, originality at its best. And I could say I like the album. I like some songs definitely. What's the song after Berlin West Side? I forget what that song was. But there's definitely some songs on here that I would definitely continue to play. And I'm looking forward to more and even better music from Tobi Lu. So, guys, tell me what do you think of the album? What would you give this album? And like, what would you rate it? I'm not gonna rate it, but what would you rate it? Because I gotta see. And if you're gonna rate it or give me your opinion, explain to me why. Because I need to see. I don't really feel like it becomes a drag. So once the emotion just goes away, what's your connection and engagement toward it goes away? It's like, okay, now I gotta sit through the rest of this, So outside of the drag part, I like the album. But what do you guys think? So let me know what you think. Comment down below. Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and peace.